So good afternoon, everyone. I'm Major Partha Roy Chowdhury. First and foremost, I want to thank the IBN team for organizing such a great event and such an important event in Chennai. I was really nervous to see such august gathering, such learned people around, and what I'm going to speak. So that really shakes my leg. But I'll try to do my best in the next 20 minutes, which have been slotted. And in the next 20 minutes, I want to take you through what we do. Before I go there, I must say that as my colleagues and my brothers are fighting in the border today against our enemy, we didn't start this war, but we will finish it. I'm confident because I know them well. I'm trained with them. And I really want to wish them that the whole of Chennai is behind their back. And I'm through my presentation will tell them how. So one thing that I'll do before I start my speech is I'll take a selfie with you all and send this to my brothers in their WhatsApp group, which I am in, saying them, we all are with you. So one selfie with you all before I start. Now just to start my presentation. So this word is very, very important today. What I say here is ahead of ready. We in Lockheed Martin, and we are a US company, thanks that Kerry has gone back and the counselor has gone back, or they would kill me for what I'm going to show. So ahead of ready is something which we have been doing, and you saw the S-400, what it's doing on the borders, and this is what we make any country happen. Like we make the country empowered enough to support their armed forces and be ready at times of crisis. Now, this is my leadership team. On the left is my CEO, and I report to the guy called Evan Scott on the leftmost one, the CFO of the company. I'm responsible for Japan and India and few other countries where I do most of the industrial development and industrial cooperation work. Now, I thought that let's not have a lot of words in my presentation, so I put this picture here. Now, this picture, what you see here, it's not the US plant. This is India. And I must assure you that they are equivalent to any advanced plant in the globe. So just for your information, this what you see in the left corner is the cabin for the helicopter, which is down there. Now, what is that helicopter? The helicopter is that helicopter in which Mr. Trump flies today. So the presidential helicopter, the cabin is made by Indian guys in Hyderabad, and by our Indian guys. So you can really boast that, okay, your guy flies in our helicopter manufactured by us. So that's on the right, you see the assembly line of that helicopter. This plant is with Tata's in a joint venture in Hyderabad. Now, coming here is another photograph on the left, which you see the Indian Air Force aircraft C-130J, very potent very potent aircraft. It's a MTA, medium transport aircraft. On the right is the F-16. Down below is the space and this missile here, not the whole thing, this is MQ-9, but the missile here, Hellfire. All these have India connection. So the empennages of this aircraft, the tail portion, the whole tail portion is completely made in India. That aircraft, the wings of that aircraft is made in India. The space antenna is made in India. The missile out here, the cables of that missile is made in India. So whatever you see, most of this equipment has a lot of made in India parts. So before I go to this particular photo, when Mr. Satya Anna was receiving me, he said, how can South connect to most of the work that is happening in defense? Now that was a question that I really like to answer. I'm very happy about it. You know why? More than 90% of my suppliers of aerospace and defense in this country is from South. So that's the answer to your questions. I have 70 suppliers. Out of that 70, maybe 65 plus is from South. So if you say what is happening here, I will say everything that you see happening in the North is because of you down in the south. It's one country, and you are actually supporting them for every missile, for every aircraft, for everything that you see. So I think the contribution of MSME and industry in South is immense. The infrastructure and the ecosystem is, I mean, global. So don't feel that we are lagging. We are not lagging behind in anything. We are much ahead, I should say, in a lot of things. So this factory is our factory, which is making the C-130J, which you saw the aircraft, the empennagers. You will see the factory layout, see everything. Who can say this is not global? Anybody who feels that is not global. This is the wing. Can you see the Make in India? This is the wing. This is the size of the wing. Can you see that? This is made by us. When we started this manufacturing in India, it was the total content, the total Indian content was only 30%. And can anybody guess what is the percentage today? 96%, sir. 4% is lacking because one US company which has got an IP, they refuse to give the IP. Now that brings me to the question that can we develop the IP so that we don't have to be worried about them. So that means our company has to get into more research and development work and develop IP so that we don't fall into that. But just imagine 96%. This has got more than 3,000 parts, by the way. Very, very complex parts. So just to give a brief of our company, I'm just promoting it right now. So bear with me. 116,000 employees. Out of the 60,000 are engineers. Actually, it is more than 85,000 engineers that we have. And we are 345 plus facilities operating in 33 countries. So that's what the international employees are 6,300, like me, one of them. We are into 4 branches. A lot of people think they don't know us as Lockheed Martin, but they know our product. They know F-35, they know Javelin, they know F-16, but they don't know Lockheed. So let me tell you, we are Lockheed. We produce all of that. A lot of people have heard about Hubble telescope, but they don't know who made it. We made it. A lot of people know about Orion. You don't know. We made it. Coming to, so after this 4, I just wanted to understand, I mean, to tell you about the corporate wide, how we integrate. So I'm from the corporate team. My job is to integrate all these 4 business areas and to try and have a common aim. Now, why the common aim? Can you see the down below, the integrated platform solution, training, and cyber logistics? A lot of speakers before me spoke about very nice things about cyber. Per day, I think we are hit by almost 5 to 10,000 cyber attacks per day. That is the kind of cyber attack that happens to our company every day. So it's very challenging for us as well. So I don't want to get into the overview of each of our business areas. It is something very lengthy, and I'd like to cut short time. You can meet me after the presentation anytime in the break. So each one of our business areas are absolutely independent. They have their own finance, legal, everything else, and they do an incredible job. F-35, which you see, is one of the, I think, very advanced machine today available. What people think about us is we are a defense company, we are an aerospace company. No, we are more of a tech company, I should say. How much of tech goes into that aircraft is unbelievable. Unbelievable. The networking, the 5G communications, all that requires cutting edge technologies. And I'll go back to what I said first, ahead of ready. So we make you ready that nobody can kill your communication between 2 aircrafts, communication between the base, communication between radar and you, and everything else. The C-130J, which is photograph that I have put here, that is the landing of the C-130J Indian Air Force in Daulat Bay, Goldie. I was personally posted there in Daulat Bay, Goldie. It is at around 17,000, 16,000 to 17,000 feet. Very, very cold temperature, no trees at all. Like you can see the whole terrain out there. You can see China is just sitting opposite to us with their lot of aircrafts and lot of vehicles. So you cannot reach Daulat Beg Oldie by road. So there was only air maintained, and that time our pilots landed the aircraft in a soft ground without any tarmac, And that is the picture. It's the highest landing in the world, by the way, of a C-130J ever. Coming to missile fire control systems, all the Apaches in the country has our missiles, as I showed, and all the missile, Patriot, Hellfire, all other things that you hear in the world is made by us. Coming to RMS, the Seahawks, this is a recent buy. India bought 24 of them, and those Seahawks are made by us. We are trying to make our seas much more, I should say, under our control and safe for us. That is the reason why the Seahawks has been purchased, and it's doing an incredible job hunting for the submarines, and Pakistan will soon see what we can do. Coming to the space, we used to have the launch vehicle ULA with Boeing. We have moved out from that business because thanks to Elon Musk, he has really disrupted the whole environment. So today, if you say that what was the cost of launching our time, it was more than 400, I should say, somewhere around $380 million to launch. Today, I think Elon Musk has made it so cheaper that you can put 1 kilo in $400 and put it to space, whatever you want to. It's just like sending a parcel from one country to other. So we have moved out of that, and we are more into satellites, sat communications, big satellites, and space, human space missions. So just to give you a hint about what Javelin is, so Javelin is a weapon system which I'm showing it to you. Why? Because IBN told me to give the buzzing entrepreneurs here and the industry here figure out what they can do for us. So what you saw till now is what our India presence has been till now. What I'm showing you what can be there adding on to that. So this is the equipment where you can really, we want to indigenize it as much as possible. The missile is what we are making. The launcher is with Raytheon. So all of that, and that itself is an aircraft in itself, by the way. It's not an easy thing to do. So anything that you can give us, we'll happy to do it. This is the Javelin capabilities are. I think most of us who follow news will see in Ukraine what we have done. But I just don't want to do warmongering here and make you afraid. So this is more of it's a capability that our weapons have to reach far and reach the stronger and destroy them before they reach you. These are the Javelin, some more photographs that I have deployed into 23 countries, and maybe soon we will have Javelin in India as well. Lockheed Martin space, this is important for me because down south here, I think the focus is a lot on a lot of equipments, and I think there is a big opportunity in Lockheed for space. You can really contribute to us in a lot of manners, coming from solar substrates to sat communication to anything about a small chip to a semiconductor to everything. You can see the sales. We are already in 193 location as far as space is concerned, and tons of tie-ups. You name a tech company from NVIDIA to Google to IBM to anybody, they're our partners. You name a company in software, they're our partners. So if you are doing something, you think that it's cutting edge, you're free to approach me anytime. This is our major US locations. Why I showed this particular photograph is this is actually, you see how US has spread us across the United States. And this is something which India is also doing presently. They're spreading their footprint of defense companies across the globe. It is not faced in north or south. It has to be across, and that's how we should be. I really boast about this because I really get lost when I go to US, so which plant to visit and which not to. This is our global presence. Japan, India, and a couple of more countries in the east. That's what I look after. Somebody, Mr. Ullas mentioned about Japanese 100 years old companies. They're doing very well. I must say that go and see the passion of that engineer working there. They work, the passion is there, and the R&D, I should say. Two things that they are really good at. Third thing, they do a lot of planning before execution. They will spend tons of time in planning. You may think that they are slow, but they will actually calculate every pros and cons before they jump in and do something. Not like, I should not say, there is no comparison, but yes, there is a gap, a methodology gap, how they do work and how we do work. But we are catching up very fast. I mean, my boss says a very important line to me, any assembly line, any product, any part that you ship to India, is never going to come back or never going to shift to another country, because the cost margin, the quality, the timely delivery India will give, nobody else in the world can match. And that's the truth. So this is the supply chain slide. So as you said, I'll let you guess what is the supply chain. I mean, it's not us only. Carrie will be really sad about listening to my total export. The export orders from India for one company, I'm not saying us only, for one American company is more than $1 billion every year. So from that means we really make good stuff. Our company has already exported more than $700 million worth of equipment of aerospace and defense only from India, and there are much more, and it's going to grow much more. So let's be a part of it, join us, and let's make a better ecosystem here. So this is something was a partnering priority. Some people asked me, I met a couple of nice gentlemen who said what I require to become a partner. So this is what we require to become a partner. And I'm not going to go into the details, but you're free to reach out to me anytime. So at the last, I'll just conclude by saying that there is a great opportunity ahead. This is one company. There are Boeing, Raytheons, and many more companies which are doing the same job what I do. So please reach out to us. Don't feel shy. You may fail 49 times, but the 50th time maybe you will succeed. So please come, please join us, and let's offer a better India, stronger India, and Jai Hind. Jai Hind, and thank you.